Well, good afternoon and welcome back to Westcliff Koi Pond. Well, exciting week. Everything's all warming up a treat here. We're at 12.5 at the moment, and they're eating at the moment like it's going out of fashion. Very hungry boys and girls. Anyway, on the last video about how the garden was flooded, and I still can't get over there to do any mowing, and I was saying about putting some gravel down so as I'm iron dry out the ground. Well, I've actually gone and done it. So got a ton of shingle delivered. Now, I didn't think I was going to dig out quite as much as I dug out, to be quite honest. But I ended up digging out it was quite deep, really. As you can see, I must have 3.5, 4 inches of shingle in there right the way through. And as you can see, the water's just pouring out of it. Where it's all just being held up in there, it's pouring out. But at the front here, I didn't know what to put at the front, so I think I'm just gonna put a couple of air bricks on there. You know, these are only air bricks. Why not? Just put a couple of air bricks on there. Obviously, fill in the back behind it with pea shingle. Put some membrane behind it. Just the soil membrane, obviously, so the water can run through, but it'll retain the shingle behind it. And this is all really stemming, as I say, from the garden at the back. His garden has been built up at the back to the bottom of the gravel boards. So when he walks past the fence there, he's head and shoulders above the fence. And what it is, the garden has been to the bottom of the gravel boards. You know, which is from his garden runs into here. I mean, I'll just show you behind the greenhouse there. There's actually puddles. There's puddles right the way through there. But it's just pouring under. Now, I don't know what you can do with that. I've done it, I suppose. But obviously now it's sort of flooding out my greenhouse, because all the water's running into the greenhouse as well. I'd say hopefully within 3 or 4 weeks it'll be a distant memory and it'll all be rock hard again. So, but during my dig out, that's the sort of depth I'm going. See the height for them boards to the base, and that's how much shingle I'm short. So it looks like I'm going to have to go and buy myself 6 or 8 little bags just to finish off. These boys seem to have started very early in the season, to be quite honest. I know that it's really been warm right the way through, but really, really warm. I mean, some of the guys up north, they're still only talking about their ponds are at 8 degrees. Talking about the guys up north, did anybody go over and watch Coon Lifestyle on the April the 1st? It was very good. Andy, you had me going there for a minute, mate, I'll tell you. Where YouTube sent him a life jacket to be working around the pond. Well, it's not so bad on Andy's pond because his pond is raised, so he hasn't got a lot of chance of falling in. But I will say on this, because this is in ground and I'm out the ground 4 courses of bricks, 5 courses of bricks, and when you get to here it's only 3 courses of bricks. When you put your leg there, it would be quite easy to topple in there. So it's not such a silly idea anyway. But it did top up, it was an April Fool's joke. So if you haven't been over to Andy at Coon Lifestyle, come over there. Great channel, very entertaining. So what else we got going on here at Westcliff? So still can't get onto that grass over there because I say it's soaking, absolutely soaking, sopping wet. Now also what we got going on next week, we've got some scaffold going up. Got some scaffold going up down this flank side, on the long side of the bungalow, along that side. I've got 3 chimney stacks here which are no longer in use, so I'm going to take them out. So the stacks are coming out and the whole side is going to be rendered. So it's a bit awkward tying it up with the scaffolder and the plasterer, renderer, getting them all lined up. So what we're going to do here, the scaffold's coming in, get the scaffold up. Once the scaffold's in, he's going to come around and measure up for that side what we need up there. But there's a quite old lump. Look at us, they're very high chimneys. I can't, you put a double extension ladder up there and you get nowhere near it. But so I can't look at the state of it anymore. It's been left far too long. So it's got to come out. It's got to be finished. And this is what I've been digging out. The digging out of the trench. Guys, that was so wet. Oh, honestly. It was unbelievably claggy and sticky and... Oh. Anyway, at least we can get up here now to the pond and the greenhouse. In fact, the other morning I came out, it had been raining all night, and I actually came out in my slippers. I came out in my slippers because it was dry. I could walk on it. I talked about coming out on slippers. Did you see that on, I think it was on Good Morning Britain? They was talking about prosecuting the elderly for shoplifting. They said there's more and more elderly people going out shoplifting, and they didn't know whether to prosecute them or not. As I said, they're trying to make ends meet, so it's not fair to prosecute. Sorry about that, just a plane going over. And what they said, they've started putting security tags on slippers and Werther's Originals. Can you believe it? Werther's Originals. Obviously, the pond's still looking very bare. That plant, that yellow iris there, that was on that shelf there. I bought one there, but that's going to take a while to come up. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything at the moment. Is that an iris? Don't know what I forgot it. And them two at the back, they was in there as well. That was one plant. I had to chop that in half to make 2. It was massive. These boys follow me all around the pond. Come on, boys. Come on in. Come on in. As soon as you go anywhere near it, they think they're going to be fed. Come on in. Come on. And they all feed out your hand there, all of them. Especially when you start feeding with crab sticks. They do love a crab stick. So we've been a little bit busy. I think my stones got delivered on the Tuesday. Yes, it was Tuesday after bank holiday. So I had 3 days on this, laying this. So I'm quite pleased with that. But I can't stand the noise of it, you know what I mean? It's like walking up a country estate. Although it's not a country estate, God, I've got no lions at the end. Get this filled in. But what I'm thinking I might do is rather than leaving this as these stones like this, I think I might put some stepping stones on. You know, like so you've got a nice stepping stone, and round the edges of the stepping stones, put a better sort of stone around it. I don't mean these big pebbles, but a decent size stone, you know. Yeah, something like that size, you know. Something like that size, just to make it look a bit better than just this pea shingle. But you've got to admit, this looks 100% better. At least I can walk on it without the mud. I mean, that far side over there, it's unreal. Oh, look at it while I'm walking on it. Look. Ah, look. I've got a lake over there, look. It's crazy. So I've been here 15 years and where I've never had this. Craziness. But if this is what they call global warming, alright, it's quite nice having the warm winters, I know, but I mean, there's wet and there's wet, isn't there? This is ridiculous. But as I say again, you know, you give this a couple of weeks and we'll all be saying, oh, I wish it had rained, all the plants are dying. You seem to forget just how wet it gets. But you've got to admit, if you've seen my last video, and now you look at that, woohoo, looking very good, very pleased with it. I'm still looking forward to those, for the evenings when I can come out here, sit out here with me gin and tonic, put the lights on, and just sit and watch the boys and girls feeding for a couple of hours. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Touch wood, I've got no problem with them. Oh, another one going off. Who's this one? It's a private, that one. Yeah, touch wood, I've got no problems with them. Had the odd little flick, little flash, but there's no way they're coming out. They're quite happy there. Quite happy. They're all getting fat and beautiful. And Jamie, that skimmer is still working the treat, mate. The only thing is it eats all the food. It seems as soon as I turn up by the side of the pond, it's like the fish. They see me turn up, the skimmer sees me turn up, and wherever that skimmer is, it rushes towards me and it gollops up all the food. I know you're supposed to turn them off before you throw the food in, but there's no hardship in it. Losing a bit of food, no problems. It just clears them up. If they don't get on it quick enough and they don't eat it quick enough, then it clears it up for me. So I ain't got to keep getting the net out. But These boys and girls are not missing out, I promise you. They're getting plenty. And they're getting hand fed with crab sticks every day. I'm sure they'll be fine. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Thanks again for the last video. The views and subscriptions. Very, very much appreciated. If there's any more you guys out there who'd like to give me a subscription, thumbs up, be very appreciative. And until the scaffold goes up and I start knocking chimneys down, I've never knocked a chimney down before, but until the scaffold goes up, until I start knocking chimneys down, I shall bid you farewell, and I'll see you all guys on the next one. Thanks guys.